Very good morning. Sorry, very good evening, everyone. So let us start with the current affairs compilation of October month. So this is the compilation
Very good
produced
morning.
by Optimize IAS. It is by Santosh sir. This compilation and his compilations are far better than any other compilation. It may be Vision IAS, it may be Inside IAS. So let us start with October from now onwards because UPSC exam has been conducted in the October month, right? So let us start from that month, and then after October we'll move on to next month, and we'll also in the meanwhile cover the previous months also from June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Every month we'll cover every month from now onwards. I can assure that if you are consistent with your preparation by watching these sessions along with your static preparation, you can definitely answer most of the questions, 60% of the questions in your UPSC 2021. I can assure you that. So let us move on to October compilation, art and culture. We'll start from art and culture. So these are the current affair. It consists of many sections. Art and culture, economy, science and technology, environment and ecology, current affairs, international organizations, reports, government organizations, agriculture. Agriculture played a very key role in the previous examination which we attempted before. So let us start with art and culture, Garba dance. So come on, let's do it now. By watching these sessions, the benefit you will get is you will save your time in understanding, you will save your time in reading the PDF, and the session is going to be entertaining and it gives you energy along with the motivation. Okay, so don't worry about the current affairs, let us leave us. So come on, garba dance. So for the first time the garba dance it was uh, it was done in the Gujarat, and that there will be no garba during the Gujarat in Navratri. So because of COVID-19, this garba dance was stopped. So that is why it has been in the news. It has been branded as the longest dance festival of the world. Garba is a dance form that originated in the Gujarat region. Traditionally, it is performed during the 9-day Hindu festival Navratri. During the Navratri, it has been performed. You need to remember that. Most of you all know that. So I think you may be, some of you members are also from Gujarat, right? Okay. Either the lamp. So what is done previously in the Garba dance? A lamp is placed in between, or an image of goddess Durga is placed in middle of concentric rings, and then the people around holding hands and bending sideways at each and every step. The ramps making sweeping gestures, each movement ending in a clap. In that way, the Garba dance proceeds. You can search in YouTube what is Garba dance. You will have a very good experience. So since the I will tell you a secret how UPSC questions are framed. Since the Garba dance is appeared in the current affairs, UPSC may or may not directly ask about Garba dance. Apart from groups or PCS exams, UPSC frames questions like say, the topics related to Garba dance. It may ask like that, like what are its futures. It may ask in the it may come in the upcoming examination, or else the folk dances in other states. It may ask like that. Let us look after them. Andhra Pradesh, Vilasini Natyam, Bamakalpam, Veeranatyam Dappu, Tappitagallu, Lambadi. Lambadi is Kolatam. Kolatam is a famous dance. Arunachal Pradesh, Chalo, Woncho, Pasikonki, Ponur, Popir. Next Assam. While coming to Assam, Bihu. It's also one of the famous dance. The interesting part of learning art and culture is just type whatever dance appeared in this PDF in the YouTube whenever you get free time, and watch that free time. You will definitely enjoy. You will enjoy our culture. Next, Bihar, Jata Jatin, Bako Baken, Panwaria, Chhattisgarh, Gaur Maria, Panti, Raut Nacha, Pandwani, Vedamati. Welcome to the Gujarat. It's the very own place of Garba, Dandiaras, Tippani, Narayan, Bawai, Goa. While coming to the Goa, our famous, our favorite Goa, Tarangamel, Koli, Dekni, Fugdi. Fugdi is a very nice dance. Shigmo, Modni, Samai Nitya, and Jagar Ranmale. While coming to the Haryana, Zoomer is a, I like this dance. You could have find this kind of dance in Padmavati film of Shahid Kapoor, right? So this is the same dance of Chumar and Kumar, same kind of art. Chumar, Phag, Dhab, Dhamal, Lur, Gugga, Khor, Himachal Pradesh, Zora, Chali, Chari, Dhaman, Chapeli, Mahasu. So in the same way, related to other states also, the dances are as follows. I'll provide you the PDF current affairs this month, October month PDF in our WhatsApp group. Let us move on to the next Ramlila. What about Ramlila? The world famous Ramnagar Ramlila, which may consider to be the oldest in the world, being over 200 years old, began in Varanasi. So, where does the Garba dance first begin? It's in Gujarat. What about Ramlila? It's in Varanasi. Okay, you. So let us look after what does it consist of. The traditional performance of Ramaleva is inscribed on the UNESCO representative list of intangible cultural heritage of humanity. So today, type UNESCO representative list of intangible cultural heritage of humanity in 2008 in Google and search after it. Look after it. What are others which is inscribed on this list? Now let us move towards Ramlila. What does it mean? It means Rama's play and it's a performance based on Ramayana. Ramlila. So who wrote Ramayana? Comment in the comment section. Next, Ramlila records the battle between Rama and Ravana. You all know that Rama defeated Ravana. Okay, when it is performed? It is performed during Dasara. Same like Garba. Here across North India, out of the most representative Ramlila performed in, what are the most favorite places in which it is performed? Ayodhya, Vrindavan, Almora, Satna, Madhubani, Ramnagar, Benares. Staging of Ramlila is based on the Ramcharitmanas. So, on what it is based on? Staging Ramcharitmanas. This is an important point. So, in which language Ramcharitmanas was written? It was not in Sanskrit, not in Hindi. It was written in Awadhi Hindi. You get this knowledge by searching, by being curious about what you're getting known, by typing in Google. Okay, follow this procedure but in your and incorporate this procedure in your preparation. Ramlila's recent recount episodes from the Ramcharitmanas through a series of performances. Ramcharitmanas is a sacred text devoted to the glory of Rama. It was composed in Awadhi dialect of Hindi by Tulsidas in which century? 16th century, with an objective of making Sanskrit epic available to all. You all know that Sanskrit was mostly used by the upper sections of the society at those times. So, in order to make it available for all the sections of the Indian society, Tulsidas has written in Awadhi dialect of Hindi to make it available for all. Next, performance it lasts for 10 to 12 years, as in the case of Dasara. But Ramleela's performed in some places like Ramnagar may also last for entire month. It holds the distinction of bringing the whole population together without distinction of caste, religion, age. However, in the recent past, owing to the development of mass media, the relevance has been decreased. Okay, we must all encourage, guys, whatever the technology it may be developing through YouTube or else, we must encourage our own culture. Otherwise, it may get decreased in the ground. So, additional information, Kon Ramlila. This another kind of knowledge. So, about it, Kon Ramlila is a master form of Ramlila art of Thailand. So this related to the question this can be asked in UPSC. Kon Ramlila is a master form of Ramlila art in which country? Thailand. And Ramlila it's in India. Okay, it's a form of about Kon Ramlila. It's a form of masked dance depicting the scenes of Ramlila. It has no dialects and background voices. Narrate the whole story of Ramayana. It is also famous for its beautiful attire and golden mask. Curious, right? So just type Kon Ramlila in YouTube and look after it. It is also included in the UNESCO's intangible cultural heritage. What are others of India's list? India's cultures in the dance forms in this list? Type it in the comment section. Next, let us move on to Mahatma Gandhi. UPSC's most favorite and loved subject. This is Mahatma Gandhi. Every year, it may be prelims or it may be mains, it may be interview. Keep, they will definitely ask the questions related to Mahatma Gandhi. So let us look after it. On October 2nd, he was born, right? You all know that. On the day we celebrate Gandhi Jayanti. He was born on 1869 on 2nd October at Gujarat. Mahatma Gandhi was a renowned freedom activist who had played an important role in India's struggle for independence against the British rule of India. Next, okay, you all know his main ideology is truth and non-violence, which also inspired Martin Luther, Nelson Mandela. He left his home to study in London. He studied barrister one of the city's four large colleges, and he set up a law practice in Bombay. Next, when he returned to India after his education in 1881, where he set up his law practice in Bombay, not in other places, okay, initially, but met with little success. He soon accepted a position with an Indian firm that sent him to office in South Africa. So, grabbing the opportunities, he was sent to South Africa for dealing with the session along with his wife, Kasturbai, and the children. Next, Gandhi remained in South Africa for nearly 20 years. After major success in South Africa, he returned to India from in 1915, where he had perfected the art of non-violence and truth, resistance, or satyagraha, which the invention of Gandhi, Mahatma Gandhi. He spent the next few years in fully understanding Indian conditions, traveled widely across the length and breadth of India. Even though he was readily invited by the Congress to participate in the sessions, he declined and he told that I want to first roam India and I want to know about the people personally and by experientially. So that is the greatness and intellectuality of Gandhi. That is the reason he became the father of our nation. Gandhi also met the Congress leadership and took everyone's suggestion on the board before taking tentative steps towards launching himself into the Indian independence struggle. He considers himself Ma Gopalakrishna Gokule as his mentor and his guru. While the Indian freedom movement can be thought of an one single struggle, the latest decades, in reality, three were phases of great activity and relatively full periods as well. And much of his calendar of protest and tactical retreats were decided by Gandhi himself, who, apart from being the greatest advocate of peace and violence in modern times, he was also a brilliant organizer of mass movements. That is the key talent of him, Mahatma Gandhi. He could organize mass protest at meantime. That is why no one has able to achieve mass success as that of Gandhiji. He understood the people's pulse like few others. That's why he wore the attire of a farmer, a common citizen, a poor man of India, to catch his note, to impress everyone. So here are the one of the five biggest movements he launched and led, which eventually and cumulatively shook the very foundations of British Raj. So regarding Gandhiji in UPSC 2020 on October 4th, a question was framed on Gandhi Irwin Pact. So that's the best example, you know. Never leave a question. You must attempt a question and score regarding the Gandhiji. So don't leave any area related to Gandhiji. Focus on this. Champaran movement, where it was held. What is the significance of it? It's a modern civil disobedience movement in India. This can be a question asked in the UPSC or any other exams. Where it took place? It took place in northern Bihar of Champaran district. The name itself suggests that. Why? Why it happened? Indian laborers and farm workers here till the land, but all the profits went to the European lands. So the hard work is by our Indians and the profit goes to European land. This is not fair. The laborers protested and it was Gandhi's involvement in the struggle that culminated in the Champaran Agrarian Act. It was a huge success. That's why a Champaran Agrarian Act 1918 was enacted, which helped farmers secure greater heights over their land. The success made many more Indians aware of Gandhi and his principles, and the Congress party found its greatest mass leader. Now, the Congress was lacking in the great and the supreme leader for a successful Indian national movement in the future. It has found Gandhiji as a savior or as a messiah. Okay, next, let us move on to Keda Satyagraha. What is its specialty? What's the reason? Where it was held? What was the outcome of it? In these angles, we need to study history or any other topic of UPSC. Come on. It happened in Gujarat. Why? Because of, despite crop failures, farmers' desperate pleas for tax remission fell on deaf ears. Crop failures are going on in Gujarat. Even though, despite of crop failures, they were being forced to pay taxes. This is not fair. Gandhi's message to them was to withhold revenue and fight peacefully, but bravely against such vindictiveness and tyranny. Another rising star of the freedom movement, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, also played a key role in the struggle of 1918. The local government eventually came out with a solution that was acceptable to both parties. So, in this movement, in this satyagraha, also Gandhi was successful along with Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. Champara and Kheda campaigns were limited to specific areas, but they gave Gandhi the confidence to launch his major pan-Indian movements in future. Next, let us move on to non-cooperation movement. The non-cooperation movement. It so what's the specialty of it? It was the first mass movement launched by Gandhi seeking self-government as Swaraj for all Indians. It followed from Gandhi's deeply held ideals of satyagraha, civil disobedience, and he called upon Indians to boycott all institutions linked to British, including courts and colleges, gave up titles, refused to pay taxes, reduced in scope. Non-cooperation movement may not have been 100% success, but it made millions of Indians understand the true meaning of a modern organized political event and its power. Everyone thought that in 1920, everyone celebrated that this is the time and the time has come to get the independence. But despite of other some limitations, it did not culminate into a freedom movement. I mean, it did not result in a freedom for India. So let us move on to others. Dandi March. Let us move on to Dandi March. An unqualified masterstroke, the Dandi March brought Mahatma Gandhi's political genius and sense of timing to the fore. He started the historic march from Sabatma, so from where it was launched, Sabarmati Ashram, to where to the